Did he just admit that Israel has lost? Let's take a listen to what he has to say.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Shalom. I'm David Mencer, Israeli government spokesman.
Okay.
This is a special Sunday briefing for today, the 25th of August, 2024, regarding events in the north of Israel, southern Lebanon. I'll provide a quick update on the situation and then take your questions. Very early this morning, Israel identified an imminent large-scale attack of missiles and drones by Hezbollah in Lebanon. Hezbollah, the Lebanese Shia Islamist Iranian proxy terror group, is based in Lebanon but is directed by Iran. Both Hezbollah and Iran seek the annihilation of our nation. With Hezbollah preparations to attack Israel underway, the Prime Minister, in consensus with the Defense Minister Gallant, together with the IDF Chief of Staff, quickly directed the IDF to initiate a preemptive action to eliminate the threat to Israel. Thousands of missiles and drones were primed to be launched against civilians in Israel this morning. Had these missiles and drones flown, the death toll would have been in the thousands with massive damage. At this hour, let me share with you the results. With minutes to spare, 100 Israeli
All right. So what happened then?
Air Force fighter jets, our aerial defense systems, and Israeli Navy's ships, directed by the IDF, intelligence struck and destroyed thousands of Hezbollah rockets aimed at our towns, villages and cities across northern and central Israel. The rockets aimed at our families were primed for immediate launch this morning. More than 40 launch areas in Lebanon were struck during the strikes. Thousands of rockets were eliminated. In spite of our preemptive action, Hezbollah this morning fired more than 300 rockets and drones at Israel, which did cross into our borders.
Okay, hold on a second. They did cross Israeli border? Really? This is defeat. This is admission from Israel. We have lost it. 300 drone and missile entered inside Israel, coming from Israeli government spokesperson himself. All the while we see their media, Israeli media propaganda, they were denying it. They were saying nothing happened. It was intercepted by the Iron Dome and nothing happened. No damage, no casual, nothing. But now we're hearing from Israeli government spokesperson that yes, those 300 missiles and drones entered inside Israel. And these 300 missiles and drones, they were very, very special, and they were launched from a separate time space. So they were not launched with the thousand of rockets and missiles that were launched earlier. So they were kept to first overwhelm the Iron Dome, jam the system, and then the next day Hezbollah came back, launched those 300 very precious drone and missiles into Israel. So now, by admission, I mean, when you say that, yeah, we were hit, that is a defeat, because Israel could not strike Hezbollah back. Very little information. The only thing that we heard from him, we hit or we struck 40 Hezbollah launchers. That's it? Like, no more details? Like, what is a casual? What did you strike? Give us more details. They don't have. Why? Because they are not trying to cover their face and mention some make-up numbers, 40, 30, 10. This is what they do all the time. So by admission from this government, his name is again Daniel Spencer, I don't know his name, but he's admitting that he is and the Israeli government has lost. Now listen to this next word, what he say.
Now the Prime Minister has made clear this morning that Israel does not seek an all-out war or a regional escalation. But Israel will do everything in our power to defend our country. We will return 62,000 residents to their homes in the north, and the Prime Minister has made clear, whoever harms us will be harmed, both defensively and offensively. The US Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin has been fully briefed. Israel expresses gratitude to the US for standing with Israel and with regional stability.
Okay, so that confirms our report that I mentioned in my last video. US sent F-22 Squadron Raptors, stealth fighter jets, to rescue Israel from this humiliation, total defeat. And so now he's confirming that Lloyd Austin, he did talk to him, and then they were asking for emergency help, and that happened because of what he's just mentioned. It's not what we have heard from the media, and you can trust my report 100%. If I say something, I have trusted source. But now he's confirming what I said, that US came to the aid of Israel. Now, what he will say next will shock you.
So that's the end of this short briefing. I will now take your questions, which you should put in the chat of this Zoom together with your news outlet.
Just wait a second. After the question, he will tell you something.
First question here is from Jody Cohen, World is One News in India. Hezbollah has suggested they have concluded their attacks on Israel today. Does Israel believe Hezbollah's fire will resume tomorrow? And what is being done to deter the Houthis from their promised attack as well as Iran's? Thank you very much for that question, Jody. Let me make this clear. Israel is prepared for any threat, both defensively and offensively. We are determined to defend ourselves and to exact a very high price from any enemy who dares to attack us from any arena. Houthis, Hezbollah, Iran, whatsoever. We do not seek an escalation, but this country will be defended.
Okay, so what? You do not want an escalation with Houthis or Hezbollah or Iran? Like Houthis, you don't know. I thought that Houthis were just mini creatures. They were like fly on the nose. You know, this is how they treated Houthis up until now. But now they're saying, we do not want an escalation with Hezbollah in Iran, but they added Houthis. So Houthis are becoming big problem. And take a look at the map where Yemen is, where Israel is. Big difference. So a small band of, militias sitting thousands of miles away from Israel is posing a threat to Israel now. And that's why Israel is saying, we do not want an escalation with those people. Militias, because they know they cannot win against Houthis. Saudi Arabia could not win against Houthis. Israel cannot. Saudi Arabia is bordering with Yemen, cannot defeat Houthis. How can Israel do that? That's the common sense understanding. So now Israel is not accepting defeat from Hezbollah because 300 rockets already entered into Israel's airspace. They are also now being defeated by Houthis. So Iran is now having a cup of tea. They were like, should we even bother attacking Israel? I mean, they look at these rats, hold the rat by the neck. What it is another. So this is literally how Iran is feeling. This guy came out declaring defeat of the state of Israel at the hand of Houthis, Hezbollah. He did not even want to mention Iran because otherwise this is a sheer humiliation. And at the same time, we know that they're taking help, big help from US. Please rescue us. Please help us. We are dying. We are getting destroyed. 6,000 people were being displaced in the last 24 hours from the northern Israel. So you can imagine how terrified they are right now. So you don't want escalation. You don't care about. So you don't want escalation, and you want to have this contain this whole conflict. Then why did you commit genocide in Gaza? Because you found these people are totally defenseless. They are proving the intention of the Israeli government was to go after weak people, this diaper army. They went after children and women in Gaza, commit genocide, and when they're being attacked by Hezbollah, by Houthis, by Iran, They now don't want escalation. Oh, no. We don't, no escalation, please, no escalation. So what about Hamas? Why don't you tell them the same thing? We don't want escalation. We cannot win against you. But they will not do it because then, number one, they will be insulted at the world stage. Everybody will know this diaper army because they cannot defeat Hamas like few thousand fighters. And number two, it is easy to target those children and women in Gaza. They should not exist. Israel should not exist. These are terrorists. This is a cult, as somebody pointed out. They have no legitimacy. They have no army. They have nothing. They are surviving. They're breathing on the oxygen provided by U.S. I'm telling you.
It is our duty. It is the duty mandated by Israel's population. It is the duty of any government to defend itself.
Yeah, go and defend yourself. Go and no, do this. Middle finger. Just insane what he's saying. We don't want escalation. Now we want escalation. You know, Houthis want escalation. So yeah, good luck with that. Try to say that to Houthis. They're coming after you. And they're already stopping all those vessels passing through the seas and they're choking Israel's economy. So now, yeah, Houthis, they are a big threat right now. I have some comments here. Make Zakaria Bansal, thank you guys. Diana, thank you. Rob, Passion, HD, Rick, Rob, thank you guys. Our cinematic, I'm not sure how you said. Dorothy's, Rob, thank you guys. Yes, address. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.